Yo, 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 what up, guys? It's your boy T that was blazing the sports. Yes, yes, of course, I'm back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Come on in, let's talk about it. Uh, Listen, guys, I did a poll. The people want to hear about Terence Crawford. Has a fight coming up this weekend against the Mean Machine. And guys, listen, a topic that seems to stay hot every day. It's like it is the soup of the day every day. The heavyweight division. Dillian Whyte has now been made the interim champion with a fight guaranteed somewhere in 2021. Guys, let's talk about it. What are your thoughts on it? Either way, you already know. You can comment below and let me know your thoughts, your actions, your reactions on Terence Crawford not needing Danny Garcia, Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, etc. Possibly moving to 160 pounds. Oh my God! We got to talk about it. Dillian Whyte, listen, he's back in term. What do you think about it? I mean, he's not going to fight no time next year. The earliest the fight can be is February. Well, that's the earliest that, or the latest that Deontay Wilder can negotiate. Deontay Wilder can make the fight earlier. But it looks like somewhere around February 2021 is when at least both guys to come together and go into some type of negotiations. I have thoughts on that. But first, let's talk about Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is one of my favorite fighters right now, guys. Very, very skilled fighter. Switches back and forth, can think, make adjustments inside the ring. But, look, man, let's face the facts. Terence Crawford is having a hard time. You know what? I'm going to take this away. Not Terence Crawford. His promotional company. The expert genius says hit that like button on the way in. If you don't smash the like, you ain't smashing right. Yes, yes. Thank you. Shout out to my boy, the expert genius. So, guys, looks like when I did a poll right, the favorite was Terence Crawford. So, we have to start there. And then, of course, the topic that I can't wait to talk about, Dillian Whyte. Listen, he will be crucified, but we're going to get there. Let's baby step it. Terence Crawford is, listen, pound for pound talent, skills, unified. Terence has unified when others have not. Canelo was one fight away. The heavyweight division is always one fight away, but that one fight away seems to be farther than anything. One fight for being undisputed seems farther than anything known to mankind. But the facts is, Terence Crawford signed with Top Rank, right? Top Rank job is to get this man the best fights possible, right? In your opinion, watching this live or watching this after it uploads, is Top Rank doing Terence Crawford or giving Terence Crawford their best efforts? Or does it look like his career is being taken off further? Has it stalemated? And possibly at 147 pounds, possibly could an undefeated fighter be declining but continue to win? When I say declining, I'm not saying his skills. I'm saying his rankings, his popularity, his just overall, view of Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is one of my favorite fighters. But seems like Terence is having some of the same problems that Jamal Charlo was having. And guys, listen, I would not put it past if either the PBC, Chino Tuck in the building, he declined it because he don't fight nobody. But the question is, why does he not fight anybody? Why? Is it really his fault? Or is it his promotional company not doing their job? When you sign somebody to do this for you, you leave it in their hands. If you don't do your own taxes, right, you go to H&R Block. When H&R Block do your taxes, and they are effing up their taxes, is it you effing up your taxes, or H&R Block effing up your taxes? But listen, just like H&R Block, the end results always affect the common denominator. In this case, it's Terence Crawford. Crawford is in a position that, listen, I don't know. It's on both sides. How? He cannot negotiate. How? Terence Crawford cannot go into negotiations on his own. I need some water. He cannot go into negotiations on his own. Anything he's saying to public about, I'll fight you right now, it doesn't mean nothing. Because Bob got to sign off on it. Bob got to make sure the money is right for him. For him. Not Terence. For him. See, when you look at the PBC fighters, yes, a lot of those fighters are their own boss and right. But a lot of them, even though they are their own boss, they don't make a move without getting I would think, a clearance or an okay from, what's the name? Al Heyman. But with that being said, man, Terence Crawford said he doesn't need Danny. Matter of fact, I'm going to just name people that's on the PBC side. The people that, in my opinion, for Terence Crawford to get in that spotlight. Listen, it's like me, right? It's like me. I'm in my car. Most of my body is in the shadows, right? Right now in the welterweight division, as talented as Terence Crawford is. A matter of fact, fuck it. As talented as T-Dub is. I'm T-Dub. But we're not getting that shine, right? Like when I go live, you're not seeing my video being put out there for thousands of trying to reconnect. Did it reconnect? I think it did. I think it disconnected for a second, but it should be back. Let me grab this water. Oh, shit is gone. My son must have drank it. He got me. Hold on, guys. Yeah. My son got me. He got me. But hear me out, guys. People like to blame Crawford because he's re-signed with Top Rank. And listen, you know what? That right there is his decision. And he does deserve some of the blame. He does. Honestly, I'm like, why am I seeking that? Well, when you turn the seat warming on by accident, I guess shit happens. But listen, White is wild and mandatory. Yeah, Frank West. He is mandatory. Listen, guys, stay here. I'm going to get to that. I did a poll. I think about 57% of people want to hear me talk about Crawford, and 40, maybe some percent wanted me to talk about White. I am getting there. I am going. Listen, when I talk about Dillian Whyte, I don't have to think about it because it's a fucking passion. It's a thrill. Let me give Crawford his just due. Terence Crawford, he said yes in 2021. Yep, we're gonna talk about it. Yep. Chat room, go ahead, get it warmed up. Get it warmed up for him. Get it warmed up. Woo! Woo! Get it warmed up. Because we're gonna talk about it. Because I'm back at it. Like a crack at it. Giving you boxing geekers this work. TC getting older than he going to be another Joe Kawasaki. Alright, let's talk about it, right? So, Terence Crawford signed back with Top Rank. That right there does put some blame on Terence Crawford. You don't know what told him. Bob could have told him that, listen, I'm gonna get you the fights. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make you a star. You know, that's what he was told. And we don't know. See, we don't know if Terence Crawford, before he re-signed, did he explore his options? Did he talk to the Zone? Did he talk to Al Heyman? Did he talk to, or did he only talk to Top Rank? But listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now, guys, that if I know Bob a lot of times come to you about re-signing before your contract is officially up. See, to me, sometimes I think Bob can kind of have a leg up on you, right? Because listen, this is just my thoughts, right? This is not facts. It's just my opinion. Is that when you come to somebody before their contract is up, and they know that if they do not resign, you can prolong the rest of their fucking career, that it'll be fucking miserable. Remember, Mikey Garcia had hell, Floyd Mayweather had hell, Cotto, like all these guys that were faithful at one point to Top Rank, all realized that, fuck, I am getting fucked. I need to get out. I feel like R. Kelly, I'm trapped in the closet, but not in that way. And then, guys, listen, on the Boxing Voice, what was his name? Bob Earl came out and said that Terence Crawford, we don't know how true it is. I doubt it. I doubt that it is true. But if I was Bob, I would say the exact same thing. Why would you come out? See, you cannot expect Bob to say anything but what he said. The Terence Crawford contract extends past his career. The reason you say that, why would you want to tell other promotional companies that will hunt for Terence Crawford that, oh, his contract is up in 2021? Then what the fuck are they going to be doing right now? What are they going to be doing? Talking stupid, throwing stupid amount of money. Do this, do that, do this. So I understand that, because remember, Bob told Manny Pacquiao that you're still under contract for years on years. Kind of find out that was wrong. Kind of find out his last fight with Jeff Horn fulfilled his contract. And now what did Manny Pacquiao do? Listen, guys. Listen, I don't know what Bob did. Maybe Bob got smarter because Top Fighter was leaving him. Maybe he approached him with a deal that sounds good. Listen, I don't know what he get paid. I'm being honest. I don't know. Or maybe Terence Crawford could be one of those guys that he's passive. When I say passive, like when it comes to business sense, right? Some people are aggressive. They like to take chances. Earl Spence Jr., Deontay Wilder, Mikey Garcia. Basically mean you bet on yourself. Some people are passive. Basically, you know what? I'm not going to take chances. If this guy's going to give me $30 million for 5 years or 3 years, that's guaranteed money. Fuck it, I'm taking it. See, when you bet on yourself, nothing's guaranteed. A loss can affect you. But when you already signed for guaranteed money, then you know what you're going to get paid. But you take chances, it doesn't always work out that way. Exactly. Expert Genius says Floyd, Mikey, Cotto, RUIZ, and Manny Pacquiao. Exactly. And now let's dive deeper. Let me turn this car off. I got the heat on and it's blowing, but instead of unstopping my nostrils, I think it's stopping it up worse. Even got my eyes watering. Let's dive into this. Let's get close. Listen, let me do like Terence Crawford want to do. Let me get out the shadows into the spotlight. Let's talk about it. Terence Crawford, arguably, you can argue, the most talented fighter, top 2, top 3. Listen, I don't care how you do it. You can love Terence or hate Terence. He has to be in your top 3. He has to be. You can put him in number 1, number 2, and number 3. Talent-wise, this kid has the fucking skills. But here is the thing. Is that He has signed with a promotional company, re-signed. And this promotional company has went on record after fights shitting on the PBC, shitting on Al Heyman. And those are the people you want to do business with. See, Al Heyman and those boxers, they're right. They don't really need Terence Crawford. And this is what I mean when I say that. It's because they can fight each other and still move up and down rankings. Terence Crawford is fighting and now he's going down. Mean Machine. Yes, Mean Machine is undefeated, only got one loss. But honestly, no disrespect. Who the fuck is Mean Machine? That's how most people think. Who the fuck is Mean Machine? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I know he feels that way. I would feel that way too, because you know why? He's upset. Terence Crawford probably behind the scenes went to Bob and said, listen, give me these fights. Give me these fights. I'm fighting Amir Khan and Mean Machine and Jack Joe Tim. These guys are not moving up my career. I am risking more than my reward every time out. Every time out. I'm always fucking favorite. It's not a famous fighter. It's people that most people have to Google unless you're from that country or that town or fans of that particular fighter. But when you look at the PBC side, right? When you look at the names they have, this is what I mean when I say that they really don't need Terence Crawford. This is one of the reasons why, in my opinion, Terence Crawford is talking about moving to 160 pounds. And we got to talk about that. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take it one step at a time. We're going to dissect this shit. We're going to break it down to mid-size so it's easily digestible. We're going to get there. This is the PBC. Mikey Garcia. Danny Garcia. Manny Pacquiao. Sean Porter. Earl Spence Jr. Devin Alexander. I don't know about Andre Berto. Yeah, I think Andre Berto. Yes, exactly, yes. He's with Al Heyman, Andre Berto. And Jose Cito Lopez. And you look at another, he's not PBC, but he's a decent welterweight. Decent. He's with the Zone. His name just slipped my mind. He fought Manny Pacquiao. He fought, fuck is his name? He was signed with Floyd Mayweather for a while. Fuck is damn it. It'll come to me and I'll scream it out. But even just saying that, guys. Ugas, right? Just saying that. They have the welterweights. They have them. The welterweights that you can name off the top of your brain. PBC has them. There's a reason that Terence Crawford is talking about moving to 160. It is not because he filled out at 160. It is not because Terence Crawford woke up one morning like, you know what? I can't make 147 no more. I got to go to 160. No. Question. Is that a smart idea or not? He said, listen, I'm doing it. He said, after this fight, after I beat Mean Machine, I'm going to 160. I'm going to 160. Guys, listen. At 160, with Terence Crawford, would he be viewed as food, prey, or a predator? Would he be a predator or prey? Because listen, man, that's a big jump. From a guy that's not a big 147 pounder, if he moves to 160, probably won't even weigh 160, and you're talking about dealing with guys, well, Jamal Charlo to PBC. Listen, guys, is moving to 160 that much better. But will those guys be easier to work with because Terence Crawford would be at such a size disadvantage that even though they were PBC on his own, they're fighter. Because if you think about this, when you look at the 160-pound division, the zone has a nice grip on that, right? When you look at WBC, you think about Jamal Charlo. That's no easy work for no man. Canelo, I don't know what to do with him. He bounces everywhere. Triple G bouncing up and down trying to chase Canelo. And then you look at the zone, they have Demetrius Andrade, Danny Jacob, Derevyanchenko, guys, man, Kolenbov, listen, I don't know, man. I don't know. But give you my opinion on Terence Crawford before I turn this wheel over rightfully to Dillian Whyte and I can go all the way fucking in. Like she said. Terence Crawford, in my opinion, in order to do something in the 147-pound division, the welterweight division, he does need those guys. He does need them. But what he really needs, more than needing those guys, he needs his promoter to go over there and not play who got the biggest stick. Not play who got the biggest stick. Not try to have leverage, but give leverage. Yes, you have the champion. Yes, Terence Crawford the champion. But in order for him to get one of those names, see, if he just get one of those names, Danny, you know what that do for his career? Back in the spotlight. Sean Porter, back in the spotlight. Earl Spence Jr., back in the spotlight. Manny Pacquiao, back in the spotlight. And if he gets one of those wins, it will start demanding more fights with the PBC fighters after beating one of the top fighters. Shit, you know what? Even if he can't get a Danny Garcia, try to get a fucking Ugas. I'm pretty sure Ugas won a title shot. Ugas is a big welterweight. View that easy work do hit too hard for him. Alright. Now guys, it's that time. It's the time to talk about Dillian Whyte. Guys, welcome to the second segment of this live video with your boy T Devils Blazing the Sports. Of course, guys, as you see, I am cooking. I am back here like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers this work. Let's talk about it. Guys, since UKad said, listen, UKad said this. Since Dillian Whyte only had a little bit of D-ball, a little bit of one drug that was designed and created specifically to enhance your body. It was made to be a steroid. It was designed for it. Even though he had a little bit of this shit in the system, Dillian Whyte, we think he is cleared. Yes, it took us months to talk about this a day before his comeback fight, but he is clear now. He and us, UKad, can say together that he is all done. He can fight Wilder, blah, 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 blah. So the WBC came out and said this. We now reinstate Dillian Whyte as the WBC interim champion to meet with Deontay Wilder before or around February of 2021. February of 2021. That's a year. D-Lo 404 Boxing in the building. Salute, homie. Says, it took me long enough to get over here. Then I planned. Hey, brother, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for always showing up. The one, the only America's Pastor Travels in the building. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming. I always appreciate it, guys. Listen, right now, if you want to go back after the show, the first segment, I kept it pretty much Terence Crawford, him moving up, gave you my live thoughts on that. I actually took notes, but I was rushing down here from lunch, and I left everything. I'm like, no, right? Because it's so busy, right? It's for my job, it's end of the month, so I'm so busy, I don't have time to think about it, and I just got to go with it. So I left my notes. When I finally took notes, and I do what I always do. I freestyle it. But the second half, this is about Dillian Whyte. Listen, I don't want you to be shy. I don't want you to pull any punches. Don't be Andy Ruiz. Don't you pull any punches during this discussion. If you agree or you disagree with me, you come in this chat room, you let me know. You let the people know that's going to read your chat after this is done. Are you excited, happy, thrilled that Dillian Whyte is a mandatory? Or are you pissed off that a guy that I don't care how much in your system, you can say a little bit all you want. You took a steroid that was designed to be what it was. A steroid for enhanced performance in typically bodybuilders back in the day. It was built to do that. Listen, if I do a little bit of crack, I still did crack. Right? Think about this, right? There is an R&B artist. His name is Tank. Tank for years has made songs about being with women. Women all throughout his video. And one day, Tank was on some kind of podcast or something, right? And Tank said, listen, if you go down on a man, if a male go down on a male, one time, say, you know what, I don't know if I like it or not, went down on a man 2 times, and now, it's not for me. He said that man is not gay. But to many people's eyes, first of all, for you to even think about doing that, hey, shoe fit, and you actually do it, and then you do it again. See, the thing, what I'm saying is, guys, it doesn't matter if you do something a lot. If you do it a little, you've done it. But are you okay with that? Are you like, no, he should not be mandatory. He should not be. He should be suspended. He should be banned. He should face something. Why would you bring it up that he failed? My thing right here, right, if he failed a drug test, that means the drug test has scales. If you have this much drugs in your system, the test says you failed it. If you only have under that amount, the drug test says you passed. So apparently he had enough in his system that said he passed. He failed. What do you think about it? I'm gonna give you my thoughts. Frank West was cracking, homie. Alright, by the water code, which all anti-doping agencies are supposed to abide by, no amount of dianabol is supposed to be in your system, and it has to be in your system is a direct violation. Well, right, which means expert genius. If that is the case, that's what I'm saying. You know there's something shady. When they took months to say, nah, we'll let it slide. Somebody got paid off. That's all I'm saying. Somebody woke up with their checking or savings account looking quite handsome. Listen, beforehand, the savings account was probably looking like me. A little bit of rough on the face, need to shave, hair bumps, because, I am black, hair bumps. They woke up, their checking account enhanced a little bit, looking all smooth, groomed, ready for an interview, looking like Mr. Money. Let's get it. Frank West said, I would say, surprised but not much surprise me anyone in the boxing would anymore. I don't trust BBBFC, UKad, or any fight schedule in the UK. All right. I'm making about to travel. Good, great to hear. Right. Trying to get this work from T-Dub while cleaning. Let's get it. Now let me give you my thoughts, Frank West and everybody else. Let me give you my thoughts on Dillian Whyte. Damn, it went from being hot to super hot in here. This is my thoughts on Dillian Whyte being reinstated. Part of me is excited. Listen, That might be the devil side of me. I'm gonna tell you why. Tell you why. Part of me is like, yes, yes. Part of me feels like, what's his name? The Professor Clump or Nutty Professor. I feel like his mom. Hercules, Hercules, right? I feel like, yes, yes, yes. But part of me feel like, nah, it's effed up, right? Like, listen, when you start letting this happen, other fighters is going to have things in their system, and they're going to start getting passes, right? Certain people are going to start getting passes, or people are going to be start trying to fight in certain regions that they know that those regions are more lenient on drug tests, or if you get busted and you do some behind the scenes, they'll retract their statement, right? Think about this. They said he failed. He failed. Months later, we're gonna manually pass it. He failed, but we're gonna manually pass it. But let me get to why I'm happy, right? I'm gonna get to why I'm happy. For the fans that don't like graphic, this might get a little graphic. The reason I'm happy that Dillian Whyte is a mandatory, to me, it's like a prison sentence, right? It's like a death row sentence, because on a death row sentence it's a waiting game. Your time is coming. It's a waiting game, because at the end of that green mile, your time is up. Destiny is in front of you. Your last meal. See, in this case, Dillian Whyte's last meal would be whatever he eats the night before he faces Deontay Wilder. His executioner is Deontay Wilder. That is his death row sentence. Guys, listen. People come to my chat and say, oh, Dillian Whyte can be Wilder. He's deserving 600 days, 700 days. Listen, first of all, that 600, 700 days don't mean squat, because it wasn't mandatory. Listen, the reason I go so hard at Dillian Whyte is every time Dillian Whyte was ordered to fight somebody to become the mandatory, he did not do it. They babied Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte picked Oscar Rivas. When WBC ordered Dillian Whyte to fight Luis Ortiz, he said, hell no, to the no, no, no. I ain't losing. Hell no, to the no, no, no. Not today. And he did not do it. He disobeyed a direct order from the WBC to fight Ortiz to be the mandatory. He said no. He chose and handpicked an opponent, Oscar Rivas. After picking this opponent, the fight is already made. They go behind the scenes, talk to WBC, maybe either talking to them or talking to their pockets. I don't know. And then the WBC takes a fight that's already scheduled, they didn't schedule, and made that for the interim title. How do Dillian Whyte get rewarded? By disobeying who they told him to fight and fighting somebody who they didn't tell him to fight, but still making for the same prize for not fighting the fighter who he was ordered to fight. Make that make sense. If you can make that make sense, hell, I want to see $1. Go ahead. Dealer 4-4 boxing. I bet them dudes would buy the contamination excuses if their lady got pregnant by another guy. Nah, dude, she was cheating, right? Like, hey, let me ask you a question, right? So, if you married to your wife 25 years and you find out that some dude is piping her down, she said, I was only cheating just a little bit, even if she only did it one time out of 55 years. Doesn't make it okay. Doesn't make it, well, I guess it's been 55 years. No, it's only a little bit amount of time, percentage if you look at the time was married. No! You're telling her to kick rocks. Listen, if you want to make that bid with him, you better stay with him. I ain't paying bills no more. I want a divorce. I am on my way. Sweet Caroline. No, no, no. Your ass got to go. Sweet Caroline. Pack your bag, cause I ain't fucking around with you. No more. Get out of here. Let's get out of here. Think about this, right? Think about this. He only did a little bit. But let's keep going. American Pastor Travel good, great to hear. Okay, I think I'm right there. See, this chat on this app is kind of funny. It bounces up and down. D-ball has a shelf life of half a minute every 6 hours. It drops by half in your system, which means you can get the benefits, which means D-ball is a perfect drug. You can get the benefits of it, and then it'll be out your system, but you're left with the benefits. Yep, D-ball life. D-ball short half-life. A half-life is one reason it was so widely abused years ago. All right, Bishop Bullwinkle. Is that somebody in the chat? Or is that me? Cutthroat Sports. What's cracking, homie? I'd love to see Crawford versus Canelo at 160. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Because you know what? It is a lose situation for Crawford. Canelo will fight him in a New York fucking minute. Canelo would fight him in a New York minute. Because one, Canelo is not going to win a decision. I mean, he's not going to lose a decision. He's not going to lose it. And Terence can't win one against Canelo. And Terence is not knocking out Canelo. As much as Canelo does things to favor him, hydration clauses, judge is not going to go against him most time in decision. The guy can fight, and the guy has a damn good chin. I don't know if I ever seen Canelo rocked. Guys, am I tripping? Have I ever seen Canelo actually look like he's about to get knocked out? Canelo got a good chin. And Terence is not going to carry out power from 147 to 160 and rock Canelo. And stop Canelo. If Arias Lenny Laura could not get a decision against Canelo, how do you think Terence Crawford will? You know? Expert Genius says, I'm ready for White to get flatlined by Wilder. Don't wait, make the fight after Fury. All right, let me get back to why I'm so excited, right? To why I am like, yes, I am cheering, right? I am marching, right? I am ready for this. American Pastor Travis says, smash the like button. Yes, yes, yes. Smash the like button, please. If you ain't smash the like, you ain't smashing, right? Like my good friend to the channel, Charles Burns. Charles Burns says, I smashed the like I smashed my wife. Yes, just like that. Please, guys, I appreciate it. Listen, as we can see, guys, when I go live, YouTube is not throwing my videos in natural rotations. They're not throwing my live videos for when you finish a video, you can go right to this. They're not doing that. So I need your guys' help, guys. I need you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, share it on social media. And listen, even when you're at home, you're not doing nothing, take another laptop, and listen, guys, put on one of my playlists. I'm telling you, I look back at some of my old videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, play my old playlist, guys. See where T-Dub come from. I feel a little bit embarrassed, but listen, see where T-Dub come from. I've been around for a long time. I stepped away for a while. Vista in the building says, good stuff, I'm tuning in. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I got a Skype notification. I appreciate it. Now, question T-Dub in the chat. How is Dillian Whyte the WBC interim champion when the WBC silver champion was replaced for the interim? I don't know. Champion when the WBC was... I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the silver. The thing is right now, possibly that's some kind of weight given to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the mandatory right now, right? When the WBC took it from Dillian Whyte and they gave it to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is not the mandatory. By them now, they reinstated Dillian Whyte as a interim mandatory. I know it's kind of weird. It's weird, right? It's weird. But remember this. Even though they gave it to Dillian Whyte is not like it has to happen next. That has not been ordered to fight next. Dillian Whyte is fight if Deontay wants to. He can push it off all the way to February. Somewhere, and actually it can be pushed further than that. But this is where me and a lot of Dillian Whyte fans, and the UK fans, will we agree? This is where we share the same hunger, the same thirst, but we disagree on the outcomes. Listen, I promise you, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. If Deontay Wilder could fight White next, before Fury, I would want it. I would want it bad. I'm pretty sure the White fans, listen, this is where the White fans and I agree. Or the AJ fans, this is where we agree at. This is where we are in line. This is what we are high-fiving. Like the UK fans in me right now, we're like, yes, UK and USA combined. We're slapping fire, right? Yeah, it's about fucking time. Yeah, right? We are in agreement, right? Finally, right? I wasn't always there. I was not always there, but now I am. But now I'm back at it, like a crack at it. Oh, wee! Giving you boxing geekers every bit of this work. Every bit of it. But here's where we disagree. Here's where the high five to UK, USA. Here's where all that things go veer left, right? The fork in the road, right? Where I go one way, they go one way. No, when I say this, not all. Because a lot of USA fans would pick Dillian Whyte, right? And a lot of UK fans would pick Deontay Wilder. I'm just talking about the people that side already with those sides. I think personally that Deontay Wilder hurts Dillian Whyte bad. And I think he gets slumped somewhere in between the Stavern and the Brazil. Somewhere in between there. It'll be a Dillian Whyte highlight. Listen, when you look at Dillian Whyte, and listen, guys, I welcome. See, Don Dada in the building. What's blazing, homie? In the building, fam. T-Dub. What's blazing the sports? Fire. We lit. All I need is a cigarette, so you guys can see this fucking smoke that I'm doing. I need a chimney. I need to open up the sunroof to let the smoke out. Because we on fire today, guys. Just see Bomb interview talking about it, that the fight and Porter fight. I got to see that. If anybody got it, I'd love to see that. That was from Cutthroat Sports. The expert genius. Question T-Dub in chat. Okay, I just read that. See, I missed all the rest of it, guys. I'm sorry. This chat be jumping. So if I miss your comment, do me a favor and redo it. All right? Re-put it. Now let's talk about it. Dillian Whyte, listen, he's there, right? He's a mandatory. He's been cleared. That's good, right? I'm not knocking it. I'm pretty sure when Dillian Whyte fights Wilder, I would suspect that his system will be clean. I don't think he'll take D-ball. I think that they might even negotiate because of the D-ball findings. This is what I think Dillian Whyte is probably going to subject himself to by having any amount of traces of D-ball in his system. I think that he's going to get more random drug tests to even catch drugs like D-ball that can enter and exit your system very fast. And especially if he fights Deontay Wilder for the heavyweight title, I think that they're probably going to suggest that Wilder test him more often because of the findings. Now listen, the findings have not been overridden, saying that no, he did not have D-ball in his system. No, the findings are the findings. He have D-ball in his system. That's what it is. The facts are the facts. If he faced Deontay Wilder, I'm pretty sure he's going to be clean. Now, where would the fight be at? And it's crazy, right? I know. Well, you know what? This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen, guys. Mark my word. Mark my word, guys. And when you hear this from other channels, because they're going to say this. See, I have a lot of channels listen to me. I have a lot of people that don't have channels, and I have a lot of big-time channels that are fans of mine, but they never comment. Because when I see things I say and somebody else say it, or when I see way I do something and somebody else do it, I understand. You know, I get it. If you can copy something a small channel is doing and do it on a bigger platform, then you get the credit, right? But mark my word, Wilder versus Whyte will go to purse bid. Wilder versus Whyte will go to purse bid. Whyte is not going to accept any amount of money from Wilder's side. They're going to take it to purse bid. Eddie is going to try to bid to get that fight in the UK. And it's a damn good chance. I'm going to say this, it's a damn good chance. That fight could be in the UK and possibly on the zone. And I'm going to tell you this right here. I don't care if it's in the UK. I don't care if it's in America. I think Deontay Wilder slumps him no matter where he's at. I think Deontay Wilder makes him go to sleep. The only thing that does scare me about the UK is if Dillian Whyte threw let's say Dillian Whyte hit Wilder and made his legs wobble a bit. You know how, like, let's say Fury hit Wilder and Wilder's legs moved a little bit and then Wilder grabbed Fury. You know, I'm afraid that they may take something like that and almost try to stop the fight. You know, that's what scares me. Well, you know, but if all is fair, if this goes to purse bid, if I had to put my chips on this being worked out before purse bid or not, I will put my chips on purse bid. Because even, you know what, and that actually probably favors Wilder more. This is what I mean. People know Deontay Wilder in the USA. Deontay Wilder has a lot of loyal followers in the USA. You telling me that if Deontay Wilder went to the UK, yes, he would get fucking booed. I know it. He'd get booed. But deep down inside, whatever stadium or building they're in, they want to witness that in real life. When they see Deontay Wilder just clean fucking white clock, he's gonna gain fans out of those guys. Listen, and then for a lot of people, Wilder has UK support. When Deontay Wilder goes to the UK, he has a lot of support. Crazy as it sounds, it can almost be beneficial if Deontay Wilder went to the UK and beat Dillian Whyte. He says no money in the UK, bro. UK though. You know what? This is what they'll do, Frank West. They would throw it on pay-per-view in the UK. Because remember, Dillian Whyte, even though he was just a silver champion, he was on pay-per-view. So over there, Dillian Whyte is a pay-per-view attraction. Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte in the UK is a pay-per-view attraction. In the USA, it'll most likely be on PBC or Showtime, right? But remember, it's not really going to come down to where to do most buys. It's going to come down to who wins that purse bid. That's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to who wins the purse bid. Listen, if the mandatory want to play hardball, remember, when Dillian Whyte was ordered to fight, was it Pulev? And it went to purse bid. And this time, Eddie Hearn lost the purse bid. And the fight was going to be pushed off to Russia. Dillian Whyte pulled out of that fight. I believe that was Pulev. See, the reason I believe that if it goes to purse bid, even if it makes a lot of money or no money, Eddie Hearn is going to beg the zone like a mother effer to win this fight. They're going to beg them to win this fight because you know why? They can now say we have Deontay Wilder on the zone. They are going to use that fight to sell more the zone. That's what they're going to do. As a matter of fact, yeah, you know what? That's what it's going to be. I don't know how that would go. I don't know if Matchroom win that. Will they? I don't know how that's going. I don't know if it will be on the zone in the USA or will the PBC or Showtime get some of that. Or I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. Justin Jr. was blazing, homie. Justin, I'm at work, so I don't have a call-in number. But when I'm at home, listen, guys, when I'm at home, I don't sit in my car. I have my right camera, I have my right microphone, and I get to cooking. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to thanks for coming though. You can always comment some things, and I'll do my best to catch it. I don't have the best app, but I'm doing my best to make it do. Frank West says it's not going to be prime time for the U.S., and we have the biggest numbers of boxing fans. Uh, Justin Jr. 962 says, what's the call-in number? Shout out. Eddie Hearn said that Deontay Wilder couldn't sell out a phone booth. Bro, we know that's bullshit. We know that's bullshit. Dun, dun, dun. See, it jumped again. It's jumping. Donna says, Terence Crawford, fighter of the decade, has to go to 54 and 60 to get a good fight. Bro, it's crazy, man. The thing is, he's talking about skipping 54 and going all the way to 60, man. That's scary. That's scary because when you're talking about people like Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, Danny Jacobs, Derminchenko. Listen, man. It's some tough fights up there. It's some tough fights. It's some tough fights up there, man. I wish the top rank would fucking give in to get a fight. Listen. Top rank needs to do what Eddie Hearn did for Anthony Joshua. Top rank needs to overpay the PBC fighters to get the fight. Listen, they don't need you. Listen, the facts are the facts. Terence Crawford is one of my favorite fighters. He's one of my favorite fighters. My top two, Terence Crawford, Deontay Wilder. That's my top two. I have a lot more, but those are my top two. Terence Crawford, because of his skill. Deontay Wilder, because of what the fuck he brings to the table. But he needs top rank. Listen, you got to overpay these guys. They don't have to fight Terence Crawford. The PBC doesn't even recognize his belt. Listen, if the PBC said we're not going to recognize your belt, we have enough welterweights over here that we can fight each other and do whatever we need to. Terence Top Rank should go in there and pay Danny Garcia the $6 or $7 million, whatever it is. Danny, Mikey, Crawford, not Crawford, but Porter, Earl. We got to give him some time. Keith Thurman, listen. I don't think Keith Thurman wants that fight. I don't think Keith Thurman wants that Terence Crawford fight. You have to pay. Or is it? I don't know which one Keith Thurman don't want more, the Earl Spence or the Terence Crawford. He might be willing to fight Earl Spence Jr. now, but Terence Crawford, I don't know. Keith Thurman might be asking for like 10 or 12 million or some shit like that. I don't know. But let's get it. Metro not beating PBC in the first bid. They lost 2 first bids in a row. Listen, actually, that could happen. That could happen. But my thing is, I think it will go to first bid. I think it will. And if that's right, then it could be beneficial. Because Dillian Whyte is not a household name over here. I would love for Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte on regular Fox TV, Fox Sports. In my neighborhood, it is Channel 2. Fight him on Channel 2. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna do good pay-per-views. Nobody know who White is. And Showtime, it might do okay as regular Showtime. But if you put that thing on Channel 2, it does at least 2-3 million homes. Easy. 2 or 3 million homes that would not normally watch Wilder on other platforms would tune in to find out what the bomb squad looks like, to see what a bomb looks like when it detonates. American Pastor Travis said UK will win the first bid. I don't know, but the one thing I'm saying is, I think it's going to first bid. Dilo404 Boxing says, I don't care whether fight, I'll be glad to tune in. Yes. You know I'll be live. Ryder Ortiz had 100,000 pay-per-views. AJ Ruiz 2 had 1.6 million. Ryder Ortiz. had 100,000. I thought American Path to Travel, it was anywhere between 235 and 300,000 pay-per-views for that. Justin Jr. says, I'm free fights TV, bro. Yeah, I know you are, bro, homie. I got you. I got you, homie. I'm just respecting whatever name you use. I know you free fights. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. This thing just jumped on me. I was trying to read, but it just jumped on me. The Expert Genius. Okay, there's American Path to Travel. See no suck. Says, come get this work in Madden Ducking. Who, me? Oh, guys, that's crazy. I just realized who you was. See no Chuck. Oh my gosh. That's my boy. Okay, listen, bro. I got time today. Once I leave the boxing gym, you know where I'm at. Guys, my boy Chuck in the building. That boy got fucking hands. Listen, what I'm telling you right now, he gonna get the motherfucking sticks, guys. When me and Chuck entered into a Madden tournament, right? A Madden tournament. The first seed, I got the #1 guy. He got some Rudy Pook probably seeded 15 or some shit, right? So either way, Chuck, who is in the description, he didn't make it to the finals. I took out the #1 seed, right? I can't remember this guy's name. He was good, bro. He was good. And I think I beat him like 24 to like 21. It was a close game. I went on to win the tournament. Chuck went on to lose the tournament. And now he's telling me to pick up the sticks and Madden. Listen, Chuck, I'm leaving the gym today around 7 p.m. I got time today, Chuck. I got time, son. Bring it. Bring it, Chuck. God, I just now realized who he is. That's my boy, man. That's one of my close homies. Like in real life homie. I got time today. Yeah. Yeah, I got time. I'll run through you like water through a stream. Easy, bro. I got time today. Easy work. Listen, when it comes to Madden, Chuck is easy work for me. I'll Floyd Mayweather him. Easy work. The underrated darkness in the building. Shout out, homie. Damn, this shit is jumping, man. Underrated darkness. T-Dub, salute. LDBC, salute. You at the gym now? Nah, bro. I'm at work, man. Shit, matter of fact. Shit, I gotta get back. My break is just ended. All right, let me do this. Hold on, guys. Damn, I'm looking at the time. Hold on. Yeah, you know I'll be at the gym today, 5:30 Central. Go there, stay there. I would do 7:30, but I gotta beat somebody down in Madden. I gotta put hands on somebody in Madden, bro. I'm getting tired of this talk, man. Chuck, I'll be there, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on, Chuck. Let me get out of here. All right, let's do this. No, you know, I ain't trying to show nobody my work address. You know what I'm saying? I know how some people can be. Oh, I didn't know what T-Dog work at. Listen, guys, Chuck, man, there's some crazy people out here on YouTube, bro. They be trying to like look up your house and who you with and where you went to school at and how many times your baby mama met with you this week. There's some crazy people, bro. That's why I gotta keep a low profile, man. You know, they're gonna change my name to Burt Minimum because I'm giving out Burt Minimum. All right. Let me see. But let's get this work, man. I got about a couple seconds before I'm at the door. I'm a little bit behind, but shit, you know what it is, guys. You know what it is. You know, I'm back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. So smash that like button. Listen, if you ain't smashing the like, goddamn it, you ain't smashing right. And I'm gonna have to. One time I'm doing some of these videos, I'm gonna have my boy Chuck do some of these videos with me and talk some boxing with him, guys. But fuck, let me go get off, guys. I'm almost to the door. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate everything. This your boy What's Blazing in Sports. Until the next time, please share this video on all of your social media, boxing streams, and tell a friend who don't know about me. And I'm out.